during the time you were away, there was a bullpen makeover. Castro and Givens left. Is it kind of hard to be, adjusting to these new personalities?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, Givens did a phenomenal job, as a leadership role. Castro, kind of led by example, did a really good job with the team. But I think that says a lot about, the Orioles, too, because each guy they bring up really just fits into the format we're trying to, accomplish. You look down in the bullpen like last night, being gone for 3 weeks, and it's like nobody missed a beat. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's having a good time. I mean, obviously, we're serious when it comes to game time, but the relationship that we have together and the atmosphere that Holmes creates down there with all of us, I mean, it's like nothing ever happened. And I think we really rely on one another. We rely on one another to learn from mistakes. We rely on one another to learn from hitter to hitter. And, I think that, overall the Orioles and the coaching staff here has done a great job, meshing that together with that clubhouse family atmosphere that they want to accomplish here. And, it's a fun thing to be a part of. And, I mean, everyone could see it, we struggled a little bit, in the past few games, but collectively we're heading in the right direction. And, it's a fun team to be a part of.
We'll go back to Rock.
Shawn, what do you think about the rookies that have been filtering onto the roster? You look at Keegan Aiken and Dean Kramer and Bruce Zimmerman now in the rotation, and Ryan Mountcastle, obviously. Is that kind of exciting for you looking ahead to what 2021 could be like?
Without a doubt, man. Especially, obviously, sitting in the bullpen, seeing it from that perspective, is one thing, and then seeing what they do. But also, when I was hurt, I had the ability to watch every single pitch from a different view. Watch the pitcher's view on TV, watch, what the action's doing, their approaches to the play. I don't know much about hitting, let's be honest. But, as far Mountcastle, he's a phenomenal player. He's doing a great job. But the way these guys have came to the big leagues, stepped up, didn't miss a beat, and then Aiken had one rough outing and bounced back the next outing and dominated. That says a lot about them, and that says a lot about the guys that the Orioles are drafting. And it says a lot about what that staff is doing down in Bowie to prepare those guys to be here. I mean, me being down there for 3 weeks, I can't say any negative things about that staff down there. They're doing a really good job to prepare those guys to get to the big leagues. And like I said, it says a lot about them to make that adjustment, to take that step, not even coming from alternate side, but coming from a place where they're not playing in games, to big league atmosphere, to the big league game, the way it speeds up, and for them to come up here and have success. So, I mean, they do a great job. They handle their business. They keep their head down. They have their eye on the prize. And like I said, it says a lot about them as a player, but it also says a lot about the Orioles staff grooming them to get to the big leagues.
Jeff Arnold.
Hey, Shawn. In terms of some of the things you're working on delivery-wise at the alternate site, or some things that you were just, you said you were working on a few things. What were some of those things you were focusing on?
At the alternate side, it really wasn't delivery-based for me. I think, the delivery changes we made from spring training to summer camp, just with the adjustment of the hands, the lower half and keeping the core engaged and everything, we made that adjustment this off season, but then the slight adjustment with the hands. So for those, the whole, delivery aspect, I really wasn't making any changes down there. I was just trying to stay in sync, stay in rhythm, not let, a little bit of a back injury alter that, and then also deviate ways in the weight room to manipulate that to make it stronger, to make the stability aspect stronger, to make the mobility better, and like I said, just working with those and hearing different views and different aspects of the way I can change. I saw a significant difference in just a very small window of time working with Nick and Trey down there. They did a good job. But as far as, like I said, for me, it was just more focused on ways that I can not have my back, flare up again, and really make that stronger stability aspect and have those things going into the off season to have a strong 2021 season as well.
Another from Rich Dubroff.
Shawn, what difference do you see in Tanner Scott from last year to this year?
I think it's just him being comfortable, and obviously the whole going up and down the options thing, it's tough because you go down to AAA and you have, you're working with Kenny down there who does a great job, who sees you there. And then you come up here and you work with, who last year it was Waz, in the bullpen and Broquel, who have different, aspects there. And sometimes guys' deliveries change when it comes from the big leagues to the minor leagues. The game speeds up. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know how they process the game, you know, and all that kind of thing. But I think the biggest thing for Tanner is just like, we had the conversation early in the season. I just told him, man, I was like, just trust your stuff. Like we had the conversation on Zoom, you know, a while back, was like, the guy's 98 to 101 with a wipeout slider. Like the stuff it's not a question, you know, like him attacking from pitch one and then putting guys away when he has the opportunity to put guys away. And he's done that. But I think the biggest thing for Tanner is, you know, 75, 80% of the time he's coming in with guys on base and he's getting the job done. And that says a lot about a guy that throws upper 90s, but also able to come in and inherit ground balls, get strikeouts when he needs to. And like anything else, I mean, we all know how it is in life. Like you build on confidence, and he's got that confidence right now, and he's got that comfortability, and he's got his eye on, like, you know, what he wants to do to succeed. But being comfortable up here, but also striving to get better every day. And he does that, man. He's a freak in the weight room. You know, like his throwing program, his attention to detail, him and Paul Fry every day. So, I mean, that's what it takes to be the same guy day in and day out, but then also trust yourself when the situation comes, and it's really paying off for him.